Welcome to this course of mine, which I'm calling as Speak to Impact. Now, what is this course about? How did this originate? Earlier, I used to conduct a course called Train the Trainer. So, this is pretty much that course with a new name. So, you will say, but what's in a name? If it's Train the Trainer, why don't you call it Train the Trainer? So, that's because all the people that I did this Train the Trainer course for, over the course of time, they came back and told me, Anil, you know what? It wasn't just about teaching to an audience. We found it useful in absolutely every other area of life. And that got me thinking that what's so unique about this course? It's definitely not like any regular train the trainer where they teach you how to read from a PowerPoint presentation or how to make PowerPoint presentations. It's definitely none of that. So I reflected upon what is it that I do in this course. And I figured out that, let's say you have something you want to explain to people, some abstract idea or a notion that you want to communicate to people. One way is to just tell them, but then that does not ensure that they've understood. It definitely does not ensure that they have accepted it. And most certainly, they do not take ownership. It's yours, it's not theirs. And my Train the Trainer course, the course which I earlier called Train the Trainer, was designed specifically to teach you a style of communication so that you can convey your abstract notion in a way that your audience receives it, accepts it, and takes ownership of it. So, what does this mean in terms of real life situations? Take an example. Let's say you are a manager or a leader in an organization, and the organization has a mandate which you have to communicate to your team members, especially a message that you know people won't like very much, but you still want them to receive it, accept it, and take ownership for it. So that's one situation where this becomes tremendously useful for you. These skills are crucially important for you in such a situation. Let's say you are a person, your role is to sell a product or a service. Again, that's another situation where this becomes crucially important for you to communicate your message in a way that your potential client receives it, accepts it, and takes ownership for it. Because then they want to buy from you. You no longer are selling to them. And one more example of a situation is a business owner. A business owner who's responsible for a large scale business is constantly requiring to have other people take ownership. And that's how the business is a system and no longer dependent on any single individual. And of course, there are many more examples I could give, but I hope that these three examples serve as good enough for you to start understanding what this course really is about. And that's why I labeled it as Speak to Impact, because it's really about creating that impact on people. Let me also clarify one more thing over here. While I have kept the title of this course as Speak to Impact, it's not just while speaking that you can use all the learning from here. All that you learn from here can definitely be used when you're speaking to someone, and it can most definitely also be used in written communication. What this course is more about is how to deliver your message and how to structure your message, be it spoken, verbal, or written. Now, who is this course for? Like I said, for managers, for leaders, even for subordinates who want to communicate and sell your ideas to your bosses. It's for salespeople, It's for business owners, it's for trainers and teachers in any case. It's also for coaches. If you're a life coach and you want to get buy-in for your coaching services from people, again, it's like a selling process. So it's for that. Just about anybody who has a desire for creating an impact on others and through that creating an impact in the world, this course is meant for that. How is this course structured? So this course is primarily structured into four sections. One is the introduction, and we just covered this introduction. Then after that, we're going to get into a discussion on learning styles. Now, after you understand the learning styles, it becomes all about how do you deliver your message so that it caters to the learning styles. And finally, we'll get into an area of how to structure your message in a way that creates maximum impact. So that's how this course is structured.